Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, how are you getting on? Welcome to a brand new Fallout 76 video. So, we have a whole bunch of new seasonal events beginning today that will be running over the next couple of weeks as we are moving into the second half of the Halloween events. So, Mischief Night has now come to a conclusion with today's maintenance, and moving on to the second half, we now have two new events coming up. The Spooky Scorched back, and we have a mini-season, Night at the Morgue, that will be running alongside that. Before we get into those, though, there is one other little thing I want to draw your attention to. If you are not a Fallout First player at the moment, head on over to the Atomic Shop. There is currently a free trial running for a week. So, not massively exciting, and it's not the full spectrum, you don't get the private worlds and stuff like that, but what it does include are the storage options, specifically the scrap box, the ammo box, and the new chem box. So, once this trial ends, if you don't then take on Fallout First, you will not be able to put anything more into those boxes. However, you will still be able to pull things out. So if you're wanting to free up a little bit of storage without necessarily investing in Fallout First, or if you just want to give it a go, then you can grab this free trial, pile all of your scrap and so on and so forth into these boxes, your ammunition and your chems, store it all up with the unlimited storage that comes with them, and maybe add a whole bunch more over the course of the week as well, and then just keep pulling it out once the trial ends, and you can just kind of push on from there. So ultimately, you'll be able to free up a bunch of storage space in your stash if you are not a Fallout First player, at least in the shortish term anyway. So there's something worth picking up on the Atomic Shop at the moment. Okay, so next up is the new mini-season. So Night at the Morgue, this is called. And like with the other mini-seasons, they have attached them onto the side of the seasons pages at the moment. So basically, if you want to find the challenges for that, this of course will be running for 2 weeks, you need to head onto your map, head over to the challenges menu, and there is a section of event challenges. So this subheading only appears during these mini-seasons. So once we complete those, we earn a bunch of extra tickets, and we can then head on over to the season pages and select the Night at the Morgue mini-season, rather than the main season pages, and buy our way through the rewards. As usual, minor frustration with this. The rewards are pretty thematic. They're also unlocked in a specific order, so you do have to get everything if you want the later items on the list. And they unlock in a weird order given the layout on the screen, but it is what it is. If you don't particularly want to do the new challenges, you can use tickets from the main season to buy everything, or if you don't want to wait, assuming you have those available. Of course, that does then mean that you won't have them available to buy things from the regular season pages. That is, unless, of course, you have either built up spares, or you then want to run through the challenges that are attached to this mini-season later, and then basically earn them back. As this will give you an opportunity to basically earn enough tickets to get the extra bits and pieces from this mini-season. So, entirely optional on the side there if you want to do it, a bunch of extra challenges, and some fun kind of Morg-themed stuff. So, if you want to do a hospital camp build, or specifically a Morg one, obviously, then options are here. So, the last thing that is running at the moment is the Spooky Scorched, and this has changed ever so slightly, because in previous years you would have had to go and trick-or-treat at people's camps. That's to say, build a Halloween candy bowl in your camp, and then go and visit other people's camps, and claim candy from their camps, and have them come to yours and claim candy from your Halloween bowl. That has moved on to the mini-season, the Night at the Morgue season. So it's not going to be part of the regular Spooky Scorched set of challenges this time round. However, the rest of it is running as normal. So, as you head around the open world, specifically in the open world, not in any internal locations, but in places that you can find Scorched generally running around, some of them have a chance to be legendary Spooky Scorched, much like with the Holiday Scorched event, and they will be wearing Halloween costumes and with spooky music playing. And you can take those guys out, they will drop a legendary item, they will drop a Halloween bag and some Halloween candy, which you can put in your bowl back at your camp, and claim the rewards out of the trick-or-treat bag. So, best places to find these? Well, there's a whole lot of them, basically anywhere Scorched spawn in the open world. My personal route is to start off at Wavy Willards and then work my way down from there to the forest via Morgantown and on towards Helvetia and down via the middle that way until I reach Charleston. And then once I've hit a couple of places around Charleston, I'll go over to Camden Park and then come back up through the Savage Divide, Cranberry Bog, and the Mire, sort of all together on there, as there are fewer places with Scorched in them on the open world, or at least fewer densely populated spaces, on that side. So it's worth noting that your best bet is to hit those places that have the most dense population of Scorched, because more Scorched spawning, more chance that they will be Spooky Scorched. So more bites at the apple. Speaking of bites of the apple, by the way, if you are a Fallout First player and you have access to private worlds, it's probably your best bet for farming them up, should you want to jump into a private world. Because basically, if you're in adventure mode, obviously you're in competition with every other player in adventure mode to farm what Spooky Scorched are out there. So yeah, if you've got a private world, take advantage of it, run through them that way, much, much easier. So, there we go. 3 events running for the next couple of weeks, rounding out Halloween, Nights at the Morgue mini-season, Spooky Scorched back, and of course, Fallout First Trial as well, if you want to take advantage of that. So, hope you guys found that useful and informative. If you did, please do consider dropping subs and likes. I very much appreciate. Social media links in the description, and channel memberships down below if you want to support the channel that way. I very much appreciate. If you get a chance, join us for live streams as well. We've got a whole bunch of fun things on the go over there on weekday evenings, so I do hope I will see you there. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.